Ndị be anyị ekenekwanụ m unu. Anyị sị ka nke chiri ya zelu. Anyị sị ka ọ mara n'ala Igbo na mma. Anyị adị ka Chineche ada agwụ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru ya, otu akwa ya dịrị. Ise, ise, ise. Dị ka o si dị ụbọchị uhuruchi nketa anyị wetara nnukwu ozi. Biko geenụ ntị. Ife a bụ according to the Biafran activist wetara ya bụ ozi. Quote, Finland government suspend PM Simon Ekpa's trials for lack of evidence of terrorists from Nigerian government. Hear the news in details. All right, this is according to the Biafran activist wetara ya bụ ozi n'iru akwụkwọ. Ọ ya masị m na anyị tọrọ ntị n'ihe o ji maka ya wee bịa dịka ihe ego ya ị ga-esi ya bụ ife kabarụ tụsọọ ya ka orute ụmụnne anyị ndị ọzọ aka ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị sikwa wee na-etere ya bụ ozi. All right, over to you, sir.
The reason why Finland government suspended the trial begs, of course, Biafrans, and they are ready to give Ekpa, one of the greatest team in support of Biafra.
All right, thank you for having me. I think it is a global recognition that the Nigerian state or government is lacking of what we call integrity. When the Nigerian government tell you that this is what has happened, I believe you need to verify not twice, but I think 4 times. Let me tell you one of the lies of federal government. Remember when Lagbaja, the chief of army staff, died? The federal government actually lied that the chief of army staff was never dead. You know who broke that news? It was Simon Ekpa. It was Simon Ekpa that said that he can provide materials that this man is indeed gone. He died, I think, in an international hospital. And 3 days later, the Nigerian government has accepted that after Simon Ekpa has exposed their lies. Today, with the emergence of Donald Trump, who in the recent time has been engaging the Finnish president, who is Alexander Stubb. I mean, they just had a meeting, I think about 72 hours ago. And I'm not surprised that now Finland has put a stop to that, because for me it's just a show of lies by the Nigerian government. Because don't forget, the Nigerian government also told us that since last year that they have materials that they will forward. We are in March. Today marks April 1st. So in more than 4 months, Nigeria has not been able to convince the Finnish government that whether Simon Ekpa is a criminal or not. They don't have any say, they do not have any fact. All they do is blackmail. Is that not what they did to Ojukwu in 1966 to 1970? How they blackmailed him? How they took him to Aburi Accord? They blackmailed him, saying that he is He's a genocidal human being. I mean, was that not what they made him? Today, the Nigerian government, the Nigerian state does not want to see Ojukwu as an hero. They call him a villain. They call him someone who pushed his people into a massacre. The same thing they want to do for Simon Ekpa. But not everybody has a soft head. Some people indeed have a coconut head. And I must agree, Simon Ekpa is one of those people that his head, there's an adage they say that a head that break a coconut, not a drinker. People like say Simon Ekpa head wants to drink this coconut water. Because everything seems to be falling in pleasant places for this very young man. A very vibrant young man in his mid-30s, going to his 40s. He has been able to demystify all the lies that the Nigerian was founded upon. The lies of one Nigeria. The lies of a country that is united in peace and justice, which is all lies. Donald Trump has been following the Nigerian news, the Nigerian politics. You can see how the Igbos have been intentionally marginalized, which of course are the outcry of this freedom fighter, Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because that is who they are. These are men who are simply fighting to liberate their people. They are not seeking to destroy the country. No. Let us leave. Let us extract or eject ourselves from this conundrum. A system that has been designed never to work. Nigeria will not work for as long as we practice this kind of unitary system. When Nigeria had its greatest success was when everybody was on their own. Michael Ekpa was dealing with the old Eastern business. You know, we didn't have this issue of incursions by the Fulanis, whereby they were now converting on the oil and gas in Imo, Owerri, Abia. So these are the things. Simon Ekpa's case has exposed the many lies that has been told to the international bodies. You know, Simon Ekpa's men challenged Christopher Musa, let us meet at the international court. I don't know, maybe you have seen him there, but I know his shadow has not stepped foot into the court because he knows he dare not. Ever since Simon Ekpa's issue has gotten this global recognition with the emergence of Donald Trump, have you forgotten that Christopher Musa was disgraced? Canada told him, where you what are you coming here to? You people that have no respect for human rights, no regard for human rights. You know, Christopher Musa wanted to attend an event where people are being celebrated for their show of heroism. They told Christopher Musa, you are not welcomed. I mean, we saw all of it. New Rubadi said, to hell with Canada, to hell with a people that can literally deal with Nigeria within a twinkle of an eye. Then you're telling them to hell. You see, the likes of Alexander Storm are people that have what we call sense of reasoning. I must commend him. Initially, you know, all of us were sort of, what is going on? Why is Alexander Storm now compromising? Because as far as we're concerned, Simon Ekpa is a citizen. He's also a politician. He's a prominent personnel in Finland. He's not just an ordinary Finnish citizen. He is married to a Finnish lady. He has served in their military. He got to an high rank. He is also into their politics. So he is not just a pushover. A person who is a lawyer by profession in Finland, Simon Ekpa, would not just set himself up for such a cause if he has no evidence to back himself up that he is not into criminalities. His arrest, wherein there were so many allegations that it was even the Nigerian government when they were raising funds, okay, when they were raising funds, that some Nigerian government at the subnational level pushed illegal money into the Biafran account, and that led to the red flagging of that account, and they called him for what? For interrogation. I haven't gone through the interrogation. Then immediately the Nigerian government wanted to see this opportunity. He's a terrorist. They asked them, how has this man terrorized you? When Nigerian government wants to provide one, the Biafran government in exile has provided 1,000 evidence that now Nigeria, they even terrorize us. Just some days ago, another one happened in Ehamufu. Fulani herders went there. They have done this thing, you know, they did it in 2 occasions within a period of 1 month. February 18, they attacked that same village in Ebonyi that borders with Enugu. Again, in March ending, they went again to attack. And these are evidence that the Biafran Republic government in exile will show to the Finnish government. The Finnish government they've had so many evidences. You know how they bombarded Alexander Storm emails when this scenario of Simon Ekpa initially started? Because then the Biafran government, the chief of staff or Abuese, they were compiling
jubilation among Biafrans all over the world. They are celebrating the Finnish government latest. And Simon Ekpa, from his hideout, according to a report, has accepted the plea or the apology in that regard.
Well, if the Finnish government apologized to Simon Ekpa, I don't think it is enough. I think there should be a financial incentive for him, because there is no justice when the right or the appropriate compensation is not given. I think the Finnish government made a mistake to ever think that they can trust or accept an iota of stories from the Nigerian government. I can go on and on and on to prove how deceptive the Nigerian government can be. You know, we must call things as they are. I might be living in Nigeria, but I know that there was a time they told us that this is what they are doing, and we found out that it was the opposite. And then these lies has now quadrupled under this administration of the APC, unfortunately. So you see, Finnish government, yes, Simon Ekpa has forgiven you, but I urge you to do the same. Compensate him.
Where did this pressure actually come from? Is it coming from Western world?
It is coming from it is coming from what we call the body of truth, and we call it a body that seeks for the emancipations of the truth sayers, the crusaders, and the children of light. That is Donald Trump. Let me tell you, Donald Trump has vowed that under his watch, Christians or Christian nations or Jews who represent the light, who accept or agree what we call human freedom, not human enslavement, that he will not allow it in any way to thrive. You know, the people that were so joyous when Simon Ekpa started having these issues were the Fulani people. They were jubilating. They were rejoicing in the north that this guy who used to be our nemesis. You can see ever since Simon Ekpa has been silent, there have been some series of attacks in Enugu, in Ebonyi. So now they are shivering in their spine that, indeed, Finnish government have caught up with us that we lied. And this man who is a thorn in our flesh will come back. All of a sudden, you will see that in a couple of days, those Fulani people will be pushed back into their shells. Because they say that it is only a lion that faces his battle without a show of fear. And these are the people who represent the Igbos or the Biafrans, shall I say. The Simon Ekpa, this is the likes of the Mazinam, the Kanu. I mean, look at what is going on everywhere now. Look at what happened in Edo State. There is a prophecy that was said by Mazinam the Kanu as at 2018 or thereabout, or 2019, 2020, where he said that this issue, this conundrum, is not just about ethnicity. It is simply about conquest, and he labeled it correctly that it is a Fulani conquest. Otherwise, why will a governor who has always had his people killed for a period of 1 year, 2 years by these same Fulani marauders? So now, because his own people who feel that they have been abandoned and decided to take justice into their hands, and they call it good justice. Okay, when the government fails, what do you think is going to thrive? Anarchy will thrive. If the government was up and doing, there wouldn't be anything called jungle justice. If the government of Nigeria...
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. Simon Ekpa get people that are lobbying for Biafra, and it is a plus. The way Simon Ekpa is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists make sure that Biafra is recognized at the world stage? Let's get a reaction. Now, thank you for that wonderful question, the anchor of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say someone has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gold, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazen Mikanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Samonekpa should be discredited, the likes of Ohanes Ndigbo and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Samonekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have refused to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonekpa and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonekpa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible. And why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also to the government, to the Nigerian government, be worried about this. Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonekpa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? Say a particular tribe or a major tribe to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the Hausa man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we don't know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Angwabula said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. I know it too. And African man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men, some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Now, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing Oduduwa Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That and then certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did, or see that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Ango Ambulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said post that election that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average left person is not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? The shots come by 2027. The same thing the Yorubas have been tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the mastermind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, tag them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you, when the system will also catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.
Igbo man ege ntị, ngwadalu niile ndịkwu si wee sere n'iru akwụkwọ na Eastern News 24. Anyị ga-adapụ nnukwu ya tịatụ ya bụ ife ọnụnụ n'iru akwụkwọ nwanne nwoke kwuru, ọnọdụ Biafran activist. Dịka ị ga-esi ya bụ ife drọpụra ife iche n'ụdị nke gị gbasata maka ya bụ ife ndị a niile o kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ. Ngwanụ ka emesịa na ụmụnne m.